We can still
I don't
see
care right now.
Freeze as General Shao raises the amulet to them. Li Mei leaps through the air and kicks Shao to the floor, making him drop the amulet. Sindel grabs it. Soldiers chase them into a corridor. Liu Kang turns and blasts a stream of fire at the soldiers, igniting several. Sindel screams powerful sonic energy at the ceiling, making it collapse between them and the soldiers.
Detain him!
They hurry to the lab's upper level where numerous warriors and soldiers fight. Sindel marches to Reiko.
It's no surprise that you are party to Shao's treason. Know that it will cost you your life.
I owe him mine many times over. Sacrificing it in his service would be an honor.
Fight!
Oh.
The attacker jabs the victim with 3 strikes, then knocks them away with an elbow to the head. Sindel's hair grabs and slams the victim. 2 strands hold their ankles to yank their legs apart, twisting their head.
Sindel wins.
How misled you makes you no less culpable. You will answer for this crime.
Fucking out of here.
Your rebellion is doomed.
Rain and Shao enter. Rain blasts a water bolt at Sindel. Li Mei shields Sindel and gets knocked back.
Your betrayal hurts most, Rain. I thought of you as a son.
I've outgrown you, Empress. Shang Tsung's taught me that I've scratched just the surface of my power. To explore it, I can't be bound by your limits.
Fight!
Sindel wins.
Shang Tsung's taught me more than you know. It's time I show you.
The attacker punches the victim airborne,
bastard.
grabbing their ankles to slam them down. Rain summons 2 tendrils of water which wrap around the victim's hips to electrocute them and shatter their pelvis.
Fuck out.
You are forever dead to me.
General Shao headbutts an Umgadi, then cleaves off her arm with his axe, and hacks into another shoulder, then wrenches the blade out.
Your reign is over, Sindel!
I remember the weak, sickly boy you were. How your father fought to push you past your infirmities. Now you repay him by spitting on his ideals? Your revolt shreds every value he held dear.
Fight!
Get the
Taken both me and the Empire. Your family name will be forever tarnished. You are relieved, General.
The amulet, Your Majesty.
Sindel hands Liu Kang the amulet. Fiery light pours from it as Liu Kang holds it up. Orange energy streams from the amulet. Melina, Kitana, Tanya, and Geras materialize. Sindel runs to her daughters, and they all hug tightly.
I hate to disrupt, but we must act quickly to save Earthrealm.
Is that the command of my creator?
No, Your Majesty. It is the request of a friend.
He smiles warmly. Later, Liu Kang, Geras, Sindel, Tanya, Melina, Kitana, Smoke, and Scorpion stand in a tree line of the forest surrounding Shang Tsung's ruined fortress and gaze up at 4 green solnados shining from behind its ramparts. Shang Tsung and Quan Chi stand before a large stone well filled with green light. The dragon crown rises out from it. Shang Tsung takes it.
We are ready.
And the Soul Stealers.
Keep them running. I am sure we'll find a use for the collected souls.
They walk to the stone steps of the fortress's immense entryway. A soldier stands with his back to a railing in a terrace. Kitana hops up from behind and stabs his neck with a knife. She throws him over the balcony, then jumps up over it to the terrace with Tanya and Melina. Melina dashes to a soldier manning a siege weapon on the rampart from behind. She plunges a knife into his neck, takes control of the weapon, and fires its massive bolt at a soldier standing at another Scorpio nearby. Kitana shoves the soldier over the top of a rampart as she and Tanya hurry past. Scorpion stands at the edge of a tall wall. He throws his kunai-tipped rope dart at the head of a soldier below. It impales his skull, then Scorpion hoists him up. Smoke runs along the rooftop of the portcullis, then hops down to the others standing at its entrance. They peer at numerous soldiers marching near the 4 Soul Stealers.
Will they stand down, if ordered?
No. Those are the General's most loyal lieutenants.
They must be neutralized if we are to shut down the Soul Stealers.
Yes, they do. We should split up.
Liu Kang, Melina, Smoke, Sindel, Kitana, Tanya, and Geras sprint through the portcullis into the soldiers guarding the Soul Stealers. Umgadi priestesses and other warriors fight the soldiers while Melina and Tanya break away from the group and raise their weapons to a Soul Stealer. They freeze and turn to Ermac as he floats behind them.
Stay behind me, Princess.
No. We fight together.
Telekinetically throws chunks of the wall at them. One knocks Tanya to the ground while Melina bounds across the others midair and leaps to Ermac. She launches her back just before she can strike with her side blade. Ermac throws Melina and Tanya up to the fortress ramparts. Tanya tries to sit up, teeth gritted and a hand over her torso. Melina crawls to her.
What's wrong?
My ribs. They may be broken.
Ermac levitates above them, green energy pooling around his hands.
Help me up.
No, Tanya, stay down. This time, I protect you.
We are Ermac. It is pointless to resist us.
Come any closer, and you'll feel the points of my blades.
We are many. You are one. Your souls will become part of our collection. Fight!
Chance of taking my soul.
Fight.
have no part of me, Ermac.
Amazing, Melina. In another life, you could have been Umgadi.
I prefer this one, dearest Tanya.
Melina helps her up, then holds her arm as they pass by Ermac's twitching body.
We must leave. Quickly.
Melina, wait.
Melina stops and turns to Ermac.
Father?
Ermac staggers to her. His dry and gnarled face transforms, softening into that of a living man's. His eyes are a muted green.
Father? Is it truly you?
Yes, Melina. This body was created from the living forest souls. Mine was one of them. Your attack broke the spell that binds us. Now, I am in control.
Father!
Melina and Jared embrace tightly. They pull back and he looks at Tanya.
You are Umgadi, but not Lemay.
I replaced her after your death, Your Majesty. She left the Order rather than accept punishment.
Punishment? It was not her fault.
A discussion for another time, Father. We must go.
They glance over their shoulders, then hurry off. Liu Kang and Geras stride across the fortress plaza while Jared floats himself, Melina, and Tanya to the ground nearby. Kitana dashes to Jared and throws her arms around him. His smile drops as he turns to Sindel.
Jared?
She runs to him.
Yes, Sindel. It's me.
How I've missed you.
They share a deep smile as she touches his face.
Greetings, Jared.
Liu Kang bows.
Liu Kang, my friend. We meet again.
It is good to have you back. We once again find ourselves in challenging circumstances.
And once again, we will prevail. As always, Sindel, I am yours to command.
She beams as he rests a hand on her shoulder. Shang Tsung wears the dragon crown near Quan Chi in the Tomb of the Dragon Army. They watch 10 dragon warriors punch and kick the air in unison. Melina, Kitana, and Smoke sneak behind rows of inactive dragon warriors on the other side of the cavern. Melina observes Quan Chi and Shang Tsung.
How is it they're unaware that the Soul Stealers are shut down?
We are deep within the mountain. From here, they couldn't tell.
Liu Kang, Scorpion, Geras, Jared, and Sindel join them.
Look at them conspiring. It is history we should not be repeating.
We must take the crown. Without it, he can't raise more warriors.
Our odds will improve if we can surround them.
I'll distract them while the rest of you get into position. Leave it to me, Mother.
She steps away from the others.
Shang Tsung.
Shang Tsung turns to Melina as she approaches.
Princess Melina.
I bring news from Outworld. Sindel is deposed. General Shao now rules.
And yet you are still free.
To succeed, the General needed help on the inside. I provided it.
The heir to the throne gives it up willingly.
It is a burden I've never wanted. The realm is better left in General... Emperor Shao's hands.
A most mature perspective. Outworld benefits from your wisdom.
Yes, Shang Tsung, it does. But not in the manner that you expect.
Everyone else drops from the upper level and quickly surrounds Shang Tsung, Quan Chi, and the Dragon Warriors before attacking. Liu Kang and a warrior trade punches. Another punches Geras' face. Unfazed, he hammers its head with his fist. Tanya batters a warrior with her staff. Shang Tsung and Quan Chi face Melina.
A bold gambit, princess.
It is an impressive display of guile. Who knew she was so capable?
You count yourselves among my doubters? I will count you among the dead.
Fight. Fight.
Get the fuck out.
There will be consequences for forsaking Outworld.
Shang Tsung clenches his teeth and sits up. He looks at the terracotta soldiers, then turns to the dragon crown on the floor near him.
Thanks to the princess, this fight is ended.
The fight, perhaps. Not the battle.
True. Until your benefactor is caught, the realms remain threatened. Who is she, sorcerer?
They turn to the crown as green energy swirls around it.
Speak of the devil. Liu Kang. Meet Damashi.
Damashi?
The crown shines gold and floats. Sand spirals beneath it. Then another Shang Tsung materializes along with the bones of the others.
You are the victim of deception, sorcerer.
You're not Damashi. You're me. More correctly, you are me. A poor facsimile, anyway. Made lesser by Liu Kang's meddling.
What's happening here? Who is he?
This Shang Tsung is whom I battled for the Hourglass. I thought him dead.
As I did you, Liu Kang. It turns out our battle released mammoth energies which ripped apart time's fabric. The fight had two conclusions. In one, I was the victor. In the other, it was you. It was eons before I discovered this. Once I did, I knew the path forward.
I took this form and infiltrated your timeline. I elevated these wretches, giving them great power. Together, they sowed discord among the realms, and assembled for me the Dragon Army. I led them to believe they were aiding my conquest of Earthrealm and Outworld. But my intent is to exterminate all life in this timeline, and then merge it into my own.
You promised us realms. Now you leave us to slaughter. You were pawns, not partners. Your purpose served. You will be sacrificed.
We served you loyally, built you the Dragon Crown.
This? It is a toy. I do not need it to control the Dragon Army. Only the souls contained within.
The Titan Shang Tsung from the dark timeline crumples the crown, releasing numerous souls from it that stream into the different statues. He smiles with the other dark versions of the fighters.
Goodbye, Liu Kang. Neither you nor your timeline will be missed.
He teleports away. Dark Sindel steps forward as Dark Raiden stands behind her, eyes red.
It appears our interests align. For now.
Know that I trust neither of you. I will finish you both at the first hint of treachery.
Dark Sindel smiles with teeth. Dark Raiden rises behind her. He crackles with red electricity. The fight is hard, and Dark Sindel screams a sonic blast at her. Melina rushes Dark Raiden, but he shoots her with a lightning bolt, knocking her down. Jared kneels by her.
Melina, what's wrong?
Her fangs grow.
Serum wearing off. Must stay in control. You attack my family. I will make you suffer.
Further resistance serves no purpose. This timeline will be destroyed.
No, it's not.
much fight left. It won't take long to finish.
Attacker jabs
Son of a bitch!
then knocks them away with an
You
elbow.
fucking asshole.
Raven uppercuts his victim into the clouds. He duplicates himself to slam the victim down to the ground, then stomps their ribs. The attacker hits
My
the
turn,
victim's face with a hook,
dumbass.
twists their arm to break their shoulder. Melina pins the victim's arms to the floor with her side blades, then ravages their torso with her jaws before biting out their throat.
Idiot.
This new Shang Tsung should have sent more minions.
The warriors face off against their dark counterparts.
Come forward if you dare. I will finish what Raiden could not.
Quan Chi and Sindel front kick her. Dark Sindel blocks their attacks, then crescent kicks Quan Chi's face. She jumps and kicks Jared back while punching Sindel away. She stretches her hair out and trips Smoke with it, then Sonic screams Geras to the floor. Her hair whips out and flips Katana and Liu Kang down. Dark Sindel punches Katana's face as she gets up. She smashes Scorpion's chest with her arm, driving him down. Her hair shoots out to grab Shang Tsung and Tanya as they sprint over, then slams them to the floor. Dark Sindel smirks as the warriors lie motionless around her. Sindel takes a katana on the floor and hauls herself up with it.
Your tenacity is to be admired. Until our last breaths are taken, as long as blood flows through our veins, we are not beaten. Noble sentiments, which in the end matter little. None of you will leave here alive.
Dark Sindel's hair lifts a katana from the floor and places it in her hand. She dashes to Sindel and forces her counterpart's blade to the floor, then smoothly stabs her shoulder and front kicks her back. Sindel locks blades with Dark Sindel, then uppercuts her jaw as she starts to use a sonic scream. She bashes Dark Sindel's face with the sword's hilt and flings her to the floor. Sindel raises her blade over her counterpart, then Dark Sindel's hair quickly grabs her sword and impales Sindel's gut. Dark Sindel's hair coils around Sindel and flings her aside.
Oh, it's so sad to see a child lose her mother.
If my mother dies, she won't be the only Sindel to perish!
Fight!
Wins.
When I rip out your heart with my hands!
Fight!
The attacker hits the victim's
Damn
face
it.
with a hook, then twists their
That's fine, I
arm
don't
to their
care.
shoulder. Sindel's
Might as
hand
well.
grabs and slams the victim. Two strands hold their ankles to yank their legs apart, twisting their hips. The attacker hits the victim's face with a hook, then twists their arm to break their shoulder. Melina pins the victim's arms to the floor with her side legs,
Yo,
then ravages
so
their
we
torso
only
with her
can do
jaws
some
before biting out their
stuff
throat.
later on this year.
Melina stumbles to the floor.
Sıkıntı.
Tanya
Melina
hurries to
çıksa.
her, then injects the serum into her neck with a syringe. Kitana and Jared each hold one of Sindel's hands as she sits bruised and bloodied on the floor. She clutches the wound in her belly.
Mother, you can't go. Not yet. It's my time, dear. At least we had a few hours more.
I will cherish them.
Mother.
Melina kneels to Sindel and takes her hand.
You are now Empress. Rule well.
I will, Mother. Father and Kitana will help me.
Sindel's expression stills. She gazes up with glassy eyes. Jared waves a hand over her and pink energy flows from her into him.
Of course.
I'll shut down the soul skin.
The others stand around them as the last of the pink energy streams into Jared.
She raises a hand.
Father, what did you do?
I collected your mother's soul. It resides within me. She is safe.
Liu Kang quickly approaches.
Hurry, everyone. We must withdraw.
The fighters run out of the Tomb of the Dragon Armor. They step through the snowy foothills of the mountains as the sun sets, the ruined fortress in the far distance behind them. They all stop and turn back to the fortress as hundreds of dragon warriors march away from it and down a pathway.
To move an army that large among realms, he'll need a portal, yes?
More than one. You will need a nexus of portal gateways.
It must be nearby. We follow them. They will lead us to it.
Agreed. But we cannot strike until Raiden and Kung Lao arrive.
That the Lin Kuei won't aid us is unforgivable. Bi-Han has corrupted them totally.
When this crisis ends, we will deal with that one.
This is but the opening battle in a longer war. Titan Shang Tsung has prepared his entire timeline for it. We cannot match its strength.
My counterpart said that your battle with him ripped time's fabric, creating two timelines. But how do we know that it wasn't torn further? If there are two timelines, can't there be more?
Shang Tsung smirks.
Why the thought experiment, sorcerer?
You said we lack strength. We might find it in other timelines.
How would we do that?
We gather allies from across timelines, other titans, to build an overwhelming force.
If they exist. We have no proof that they do.
We must fight the battle in front of us. We can't stake our survival on pure conjecture.
If Liu Kang is right, the battle in front of us is already lost. This may be our only hope.
Geras, your thoughts?
It is possible. But as I am only the Hourglass's steward, such a search is beyond me. It can only be undertaken by the Keeper of Time.
And I no longer wield that power.
Geras' brow furrows deeply.
You may be able to regain it.
What? How do you mean?
When you gave up control of the Hourglass, I worried that one day you would find you needed it. So rather than let your power dissipate, I collected it. To this day, it remains safely stored.
Why did you never tell me this?
Because the process of restoring your power is likely irreversible. Returning to the life you have now, as Earthrealm's protector, a life you cherish, may be impossible.
And you did not want me tempted to make that sacrifice. unless it was absolutely necessary.
Correct.
Thank you, Geras. You have saved us with your wisdom. Now, where have you stored my power? We must retrieve it.
It is at the Fire Temple, stored in the Jade Jaguar gifted to you by the great Kung Lao.
Liu Kang smiles and nods. Dozens of dragon warriors march past a large stone archway being constructed in a snowy valley. Dark Geras steps to Titan Shang Tsung as he stands nearby.
Yes, Geras.
Liu Kang has proven more resilient than anticipated. He and his comrades have escaped the fortress.
Forget the others. Find Liu Kang. He alone threatens my plans.
Liu Kang and Geras walk down a path leading to the Fire Temple.
You could have picked no better vessel to store my power, Geras. I have always treasured the great Kung Lao's gift. It reminds me of his meticulous nature and his generous heart.
Once we retrieve the Jade Jaguar, we will proceed to the Hourglass. There, we will transfer the temporal power stored within it to you.
It now occurs to me that all along, you have had unfettered access to the power stored within. You could have taken it, become Keeper of Time, but chose not to. Why?
Because I have faith in your vision for this new era. I am content to be its guardian.
Thank you, Geras. Now, this process you propose, you are sure it will restore my power?
As sure as I can be of one that has been neither tried nor tested. But even if successful, it is not guaranteed that you will find any other timelines or allies. They may not exist.
I pray this is not a fool's errand. I hate leaving the others behind.
Your champions will bolster their strength against the Dragon Army. It is sure to be the mother of all battles.
May the Elder Gods protect them.
The pair steps to the Fire Temple's entrance, the sun shining overhead. The Dragon Army constructs more stone archways, portals glowing with dim light in the valley. The moon shines weakly through mist blanketing the sky onto Dark Shao Kahn and Reiko as they watch from atop a portal. Dark Smoke, Scorpion, Sub-Zero, Kenshi, Rain, and Ermac stand in front of a regiment of dragon warriors, positioned in a long row that cuts through the valley. A pair of dragon warriors stand on top of scaffolding surrounding a portal. They haul a large stone up with a rope. A small, orb-shaped drone made with sleek, polished metal descends from the sky and hovers over the construction site. A camera lens on the drone's front shifts as it spies on the site and the Dragon Army. Johnny uses a controller and looks at a screen on it displaying the construction site from the drone's point of view. Melina and Kung Lao stand near him.
My ex was so wrong. The 30K I spent on this seems like a steal right now.
This magic is incredible.
Not magic, your loveliness. Technology.
Either way, it's clear what must happen next. The gateways and the Dragon Army have to be destroyed. Scorpion, have you a plan?
We must divide our forces. You, Shang Tsung, Quan Chi will use your magic to attack the portals. As you do, Kenshi and Jared will grind down the Dragon Army. The rest of us will attack our dark doubles. If they're defeated, it will hopefully throw the Dragon Warriors into disarray.
An astute strategy.
Truly. I could not have devised a better one.
Enough with the empty flattery. If you want our trust, give us actions, not words.
Shang Tsung gives a haughty smirk. Two dragon warriors hammer stones into place with hammers.
It is time. A venom will spread. It will be the end of all things. Armageddon.
Dark Shao Kahn raises his hands to the Dragon Army, all standing in tight formations. Kung Lao, Melina, Johnny, and Kitana crouch on a cliff overlooking the valley. Kung Lao looks up at a cliff above them where Scorpion, Kenshi, Jared, and Smoke kneel. He gestures to them, then Jared and Kenshi step to the cliff's edge. They telekinetically lift multiple boulders and hurl them at a column of hundreds of dragon warriors marching below. Boulders slam into a group of soldiers. Dark Shao Kahn turns to them while Scorpion and Smoke launch fireballs and bolts of smoke at other warriors. Melina, Kitana, Johnny, and Kung Lao charge the dragon warriors, weapons drawn. Shang Tsung, Quan Chi, and Raiden hurry to one of the portals. They channel beams of fire, green energy, and lightning into the keystone at its top, bringing it down. Green and blue energy beams suddenly hit the keystone from the other side, making it fly back into the portal. Shang Tsung, Quan Chi, and Raiden look at Dark Kenshi and Ermac across from them. A shockwave of energy bursts from the portal, knocking the trio to the ground.
That is unfortunate.
The battle continues, Shang Tsung.
Quan Chi, with me. I, for one, am not pleased we were double-crossed.
It is an ire I share.
May I suggest we harness our anger and use it to obliterate my doppelganger's minions?
Shang Tsung wins.
Effective, but insufficient. You cannot thwart me. This pair will trouble us no more.
Raiden blasts the portal gate with lightning. Shang Tsung and Quan Chi join him, adding their own magic. It crumbles, and the trio dashes toward the next one. Dark Rain and Dark Smoke advance on them. Shang Tsung smirks.
There are more who acquire our attention.
Raiden nods and starts destroying the next portal gate. Shang Tsung and Quan Chi charge the Dark Duo, but Rain conjures walls of water to surround the sorcerers. Dark Rain and Dark Smoke burst through the water. Quan Chi and Shang Tsung have no time to turn and meet their attackers, and are swiftly knocked to the ground. Two blasts of lightning knock Dark Rain and Smoke to the ground. Quan Chi and Shang Tsung stand.
You're welcome, sorcerers.
Is it me, or is that Raiden becoming insufferable?
You are not wrong, but it is tomorrow's problem. Let us first solve today's. Fight.
Shang Tsung wins.
Still wish to fight? I will send you to a watery grave.
Move list. Cross button confirm.
Problem solved.
Quan Chi, Raiden, and Shang Tsung bring down another stone gate.
2 of 5.
It's progress. Now on to the next.
From atop the next portal gate, Dark Shao Kahn leaps down toward them. He wields a heavy warhammer and uses it to knock Raiden aside before headbutting Quan Chi. Raiden blasts him with lightning, but Dark Shao Kahn breaks out of it. Quan Chi and Shang Tsung flank him with spin kicks, and the three unite their magic against the Horned Menace. Nearby, a portal generated by one of the remaining portal gates flickers.
Did you see that?
His life force is feeding the portal's energy.
We kill him. We close them permanently.
Shang Tsung gives a smug grin. They resume their assault, but Raiden is blasted aside by fire magic. Two new dark opponents saunter up, enrobed in blue and yellow armor.
These meddling minions grow tiresome.
Let us finish them.
Fight.
Shang Tsung wins.
Your flame will be snuffed out.
Fight!
Sub-Zero skewers the victim's skull with ice daggers. He headbutts them. Scorpion slings rogue darts through his victim's
Move list. Shang Tsung. Special moves tab. Special moves. Quick age morph. Down button, plus.
sternum and neck. He pulls. Scorpion slams them.
Scorched.
So much for fire and ice.
Raiden pushes himself to his feet to face Dark Shao Kahn. He limps to dodge the massive warhammer, but Dark Shao Kahn gains the upper hand. He raises his warhammer to strike, but is knocked aside by fire magic at the last second. Raiden sneers as Shang Tsung and Quan Chi confidently stride forward.
Are you hurt? I've never been better. Fools. Your spell worked before only because you surprised me. It won't happen again. Fight.
Move list. Shang. Special. Basic attacks tab. Normal attacks. Shang Tsung wins.
Size isn't all that matters.
Fight.
His soul is ours.
With a forearm blade, Shang Tsung stabs Darkbreaker's neck. He continues stabbing. With a deep frown, he stands. His lips settle back into their usual smirk as Quan Chi raises his eyebrows. Shang Tsung reaches toward Dark Shao Kahn and siphons his soul away. Bright green light twirls out of his body, and he goes limp. A menacing smile stretches Shang Tsung's face as the portal behind them flickers out. Further down the valley, the others die out as well.
You've done it. The army's trapped.
All of the other realms in this timeline are safe.
Never forget, Raiden, that we risked our lives to perform this service.
One that wouldn't have been needed if you hadn't conspired with the other Shang Tsung.
They will fight to the last man.
Come, we must help the others.
All three run toward the Dragon Army. In a courtyard surrounded by floating rocks, the Jade Jaguar statue dissolves into golden sand within the hourglass. Liu Kang stands before it. Streams of fire magic run between his hands and the hourglass, one red and one blue. The flames lick over his arms where lined tattoos of Koi begin glowing a soft blue.
Are you ready to begin the search?
Ready enough. May there be other timelines and titans to find.
Liu Kang conjures fire magic toward the hourglass once more, and behind him a feminine figure is conjured from glimmering gold. She wears deep indigo finery beneath molded ivory armor, and her black hair is neatly tucked into two buns atop her head. Nervously, she looks around.
Garrus? Liu Kang?
Easy, Katana. You are among friends.
Garrus bows his head.
What's happened? Where am I?
A long way from home. In a different timeline, to be precise.
What? Are you also
a keeper of time?
Yes.
both of us? How is that possible?
The battle for Chronica's hourglass ripped apart time's fabric. Where there once was one timeline, there are now many. Each new timeline represents a different possible outcome of that battle. In mine, I became Time's Keeper. In yours, it was you. In others, it could be Jade, Sindel, even Kano. The possibilities are endless.
She tilts her head.
If many timelines sprung from one, and we were both part of it, then you are my Liu Kang.
The same one who battled you in Shang Tsung's courtyard. Who fought at your side at the Colosseum.
Liu Kang takes Titan Katana's hand and looks into her eyes.
Who beamed with pride when you became Outworld's Khan.
Titan Katana closes the remaining space between them, pulling Liu Kang in for a tender kiss. He wraps his arms around her without hesitation. When they part, her hand lingers on his cheek.
Why does fate seem always to conspire against us? To deny us life's simple pleasures?
I don't know. Perhaps in one of the many timelines, they are ours.
I would like to think you brought me here for them. But I know you well enough to know better. What duty beckons us?
I will tell you.
They hold hands.
But first, we must gather more of our old friends.
Titan Kung Lao.
Shang Tsung, Titan, wielding the power of the hourglass?
Raiden.
Yes, Kung Lao. He is a threat to all timelines. He is not yet aware of any beyond his and Liu Kang.
Yeah.
For now.
Are they aware?
It's only a matter of time.
I had hoped my victory over Kronika would end the endless cycle of combat. Sadly, it begins anew.
We have no choice. We must stop Shang Tsung.
The millions in my White Lotus Society will aid us, if needed.
Thank you, my friends.
Nearby, a cloud of thick smoke appears.
He is here.
Several figures step out from it. Dark Nitara wears spiked red armor studded with gold. Dark Melina has molded armor in magenta and gold, exposing her chest and midriff. Dark Baraka wears red samurai armor, complete with 2 massive horns on his helmet. Titan Shang Tsung steps forth.
Liu Kang, you have found allies. Titan allies, in fact. How could I have been so blind?
Ready? Yeah, nice try, asshole.
Of course, our timelines aren't the only two.
Retreat to yours, Shang Tsung. Your attempt to merge timelines has failed.
Yes. Your comrades proved most resourceful. Thus, I have resigned myself to simply destroying your timeline. Knowing that others exist to conquer makes that choice much more palatable. Once I destroy your hourglass, your timeline will cease to exist. I will take great pleasure in finishing you one last time.
He clenches his fist and motions forward. His dark allies charge. Titan Kung Lao defends against Dark Tanya and Li Mei. Dark Baraka charges Titan Katana. Titan Raiden whirls his staff against Dark Kung Lao. Dark Natara flies in and pins Beerus. She bites down into his neck. Nearby, Titan Katana...
Now, come on, this is enough.
Lashes at Dark Baraka and Reptile with her fan blades. At her side, Liu Kang wallops Reptile with a back-flipping kick.
You fight how I remember. I know what you'll do before you do it.
Likewise. Let's hope our advantage proves decisive.
Liu Kang wins. Move list.
Oh my god, what is going on here today?